What is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Now, this is going to be exactly how I took this store from $1,000 to $4,000 in sales in literally less than a week. And in turn, we managed to almost 3x our ROAS, taking it from a 1.11 to a 3.12. I'm going to be showing you exactly how I did it. I'm also going to be showing you the timeline of a winning ad and when it is actually added into the ad account, how that looks, because a lot of you guys have been reaching out to me. How do I know what a winning ad looks like? How do I know this? How do I know that? So I'm going to be breaking that all down for you in this video today, because what you will, or what I want you guys to get out of this, is to understand that dropshipping is changing. I believe that we're transitioning out of the era where we just rip straight from Gala data, build a pretty shitty website, put no thought into an offer, and then just launch ads blind. And I really want that to be the goal of this video, is to show you exactly what I'm doing at the moment, because this brand, quite frankly, we're in the trenches for a bit. 27th of May to 4th of June, late May, our performance tanked. We were adding in ads, we were really testing, and nothing seemed to be working. In order to break down what we did do, I just want to cover quickly what we didn't do. We didn't really spam test creatives into the ad account. We didn't just run a bunch of complex marketing strategies. And what I want you guys to pay attention to as well is that look at this cost per click. Our cost per click was $1.89 and then a 0.99% CTR. This was on the 1.1 ROAS. Now, fast forward to the 3.1, you can see that our CPCs and our CTRs are almost identical. Now you might be looking at this, like if those metrics are the exact same, where was the difference? Like, what did you manage to fix? You'll see here that the biggest issue that we had was our add to cart rate. Almost $11. This is in AUD, so probably around 7 USD. And just look, after like 5th of June to 9th of June, which was yesterday, $4. We managed to third our add to cart rate just by constructing a solid offer and constructing or not even constructing a landing page, changing stuff on our landing page to represent what was going on at the time. Because you'll see something, if we come down to our ad account structure and how we lay it out, it's Australian, which means that we are running, like if you guys have been following the channel, you know that I do love running up Australian stores. We've kind of got the market, like a good understanding of the market now, so we're able to, crush it. But what this means is that I'm doing research, or I have an understanding of what's going on at the moment. Like, for example, right now there's an end of financial year, or like we're approaching the end of the financial year. So we were able to see this, and you'll see 2nd of June, 3rd of June, you can see these ROASs. We were unprofitable. We were losing money. 4th of June was when we went out. We implemented those changes. We changed the headlines on the ads. We changed the primary text. We changed like the banners on our website. We also changed our offer to be all around this end of financial year sale. And you can instantly see the results just like over double. It's nuts. And then if we move to the 5th of June, you can see that this result keeps up. Like, it wasn't just a lucky day. 3.99 ROAS. This is insane for us because our break-even ROAS is like 1.1, 1.2 on this product. So yeah, that happened. We were still around $300 in spend. We didn't scale yet. Now, this was a big day because we launched Creative 122 into this specific ad account, and you can see that it started to spend very, very healthily. $36 in spend, and still maintaining a 3.42 ROAS. I believe we did scale this day because we were very confident that this was not just a couple lucky days, and that we did actually have a system that was working. You can see here again in this day, 122 took spend. This is exactly where an ad becomes a winning ad, is when it flips spend of the top spender in the campaign. And I know what a lot of you guys are thinking is that, holy shit, this ad here, 12.26 ROAS, or this ad here, 3.75 ROAS. There's a reason why Facebook is going to spend on this ad. Some of you guys fail to understand the fact that Facebook's revenue, 95% of Facebook's revenue comes from us, like us spending money on ads. So if we're not making money, like in order for them to make money, they need us to make money. And the fact that I know that Facebook needs us to make money, I'm going to put my full trust in Facebook. I'm going to test and I'm going to scale in the same campaign. If I want to run like a sale or a promotional offer or whatever, I will separate that into its own CBO, which you will see in a second why I should do that. But for the most part, yeah, $352 in spent. We scaled that day. Facebook didn't really spend, which is a bit annoying, but you'll see the other day that we scaled up heaps. So you can see that that did take spend. So this was the day that we actually scaled our ads. And you might be looking at this again like, oh my God, like this is only a 2.49. This is a 7.6. The previous day I was at a 12.26. Like, why wouldn't I scale this ad? Again, relating back to trusting Facebook, you can see from the next day, which is what I'll show you guys in here. And this was a bit of a sad day. I accidentally messed up our testing system because I was meant to queue this ad here, 124, in a different campaign, because this was a most aware static ad. I knew this ad was going to crush it, but I meant to launch it into a separate campaign. But for some reason, I must have been tired or something. I was just retarded and launched it into this, and it kind of affected the whole ad account performance. Now, 121, again, it's crushing it, but it's not getting sufficient spend, so I'm not worried. It's still getting spend, but at the same time, it's just not, like, you can see the add to cart rate on this. It is absolutely nuts. That's less than $1 USD add to cart rate. But this, again, this is more of like a product aware image ad, I believe. So I'm not too bothered on results there. Again, you can see this was the total spent, $997. And in turn, we got a 2.93 ROAS. Now, this was actually incorrect. I believe our ROAS was around 4 on the day. It wasn't tracking sales correctly. You can see here from this screenshot that, yeah, 4K off like 1K spend is like a 4 ROAS. So Facebook didn't track that correctly. It comes down to the actual format of that ad and what it actually looked like. My ad testing structure is changing a bit. And what I mean by this is I'm coming to the realization that not only are the younger kids brain rotted, the older people are brain rotted as well. Like, I don't know, when I go to my nan's house, she's not reading a newspaper or anything like that like they used to. She's on her phone scrolling Facebook. So understanding that and understanding that even older people have shorter attention spans, we're going to have to craft our creatives so they provide as much dopamine and want to make people watch as much as they possibly can, like keep watching to the end. So, and the way we're able to do that is if you're using a very visual product, whether that's like the lip peel off or whatever, if you're like using a supplement product that helps people lose fat, put that in the first few frames. Like, your first 3 seconds has to set the tone for the rest of the video. So if you have the best possible hook and a mid video, it's going to perform well. Vice versa, it'll never perform. So that's one thing to focus on. Now, when it comes down to the actual content throughout the clip, it was 50% rip content, 50% ours. Because again, I was just scrolling through TikTok. I was like, this video here is so good. Like, I think even on one of our hook rates, you can see like a 0.62 hook rate. And this was like across 4 days. So absolutely insane. And again, the easiest way I was able to do this is by, getting that winning visual. That's all it really took. Now, when it comes to the offer, again, in order to build a good offer, you need to have a good understanding of your audience and the market that you're actually selling in. So because this was an Australian product, we were able, like, at the end of financial year sale, super simple. People are going to be more in a buying mind. They're going to be more inclined to spend their money because there's sales going on. Same thing with Black Friday. Any event that there's high purchasing intent, you guys should be taking advantage of that, whether it's on your website banners, whether it's on your headlines, whether it's on everything. Take advantage of it while it's around. If you guys are running in Australia, this is like a crucial time. And in regards to the offer, it was super simple. We literally just increased the price. We found a pretty relevant product. We added that in as a free gift, and it crushed it. So yeah, if you guys found this video useful, it was relatively short, but I want to keep these videos as short and sweet as I possibly can. No like mumbling, jumbling about random shit. I'm just coming on here. I'm giving you guys the exact source that I'm using to scale my stores at the moment. If you guys like, subscribe. Also message me on Instagram. If you have any other questions, you can get the Discord link off there. But yeah, peace.